Happy Sunday Fun Day. Can you hear me? There we go. I'm Mackenzie Roth. Welcome to All Indiana Bets. It is week 6 for the NFL.
I'm Jason Hammer. We're going to tell you multiple ways that you can win big on this Colts game coming up.
And I am Scott Long. We are having fun. We're going to have more fun. There's a lot of fun that's going to be happening.
Fun.
And it's going to happen right now.
Let's go. Fun.
This is All Indiana Bets, presented for the people, powered by Caesars Sportsbook and Lunazul Tequila. Feed the wolf.
Thank you for joining us once again. We got to kick off with this. You guys like to bet. It is
yes,
official.
You do.
It is official, and we're loving it. Inside Indiana Business Reports, gaming analysis firm PlayIndiana.com says sports bettors placed more than $355 million in wagers, which generated $3.3 million in state taxes.
That's a big number.
Now, where's that money go? Let's talk about that.
The state money that we get?
Yes.
So this goes into a thing called the general fund. And what the general fund does is basically fix all the things around the state of Indiana you don't want to use other tax dollars for, right? So when we make all this money in sports betting, it's not really going to pay teachers or do a lot of things that are at the top of the news cycle, but what it does do is fix a lot of the old swine barns at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. If there's a monument that needs to be cleaned, things that probably need to be done, but you don't want to spend other dollars for, that's what the general fund does, and that's where the gambling money in the state of Indiana goes to. And right now, according to Play Indiana, we are rolling in terms of the amount of money that we're betting and the amount of money that the state of Indiana is bringing in.
Incredible. And Ramsey says through the year's first 9 months, Indiana sports bets have combined to generate $2.4 billion. That's
billion.
A B. That was a little B in wagering, which surpasses the $1.8 billion in all of 2020.
I feel like I am the voice of the person watching this show. News.
We're nerds. We were excited about it.
I know you guys are. And I was a journalism major, and that's why I didn't keep a job in that. I went into comedy. So I want to know how Hammer and I have been doing.
Yes.
Because our people that follow our bets on this NFL show, at least, they don't pay taxes. You're not helping the swine barn. You're helping your own family. So what are the records? Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they're on fire. That's why I wore red
Scott's
vest.
15-9.
I don't like to say it, so thank you.
But the swine barn is getting the shaft because of Scott.
Nope.
He's making so much money right now that the state isn't getting their cut. The state is paying this guy right here.
15-8 over here. That is awesome.
We're doing pretty well. We're doing all right.
Yeah, we don't talk about college. What we're going to tell you is NFL, we have been doing great. If you can keep it at this rate, I mean, truthfully, did you think we would be doing this well at this point of the year in the NFL?
I did, because I'm a champion. And when I wake up in the morning, everything I do is successful.
Is everything you do? Oh, we'll have to get into that another time.
Do you go, Alexa, play Queen, and then you just get up there and you do your We Are the Champions? So today we have the Colts who, we'll get into that whole Monday night thing. It was so close to play a perfect game and then have two elements totally let you down. I think we got some people, right?
We certainly do. Yes, our own Charlie Clifford, Olivia Ray, joining us for the check down.
Good morning, guys. Charlie Clifford, Olivia Ray, roof open, window open, Texans in town. The Colts a 10-point favorite. That over-under 43 points, the lowest total in week 6. Olivia, injury updates here pregame. What are they?
Yeah, lowest over-under. Did anyone tell them that T.Y. Hilton is back? I'm surprised that didn't slide. Remember, he's played 18 career games against the Texans and averaged 95 yards. Has 3 of his 4 best career games against the Texans. So maybe he'll prove some people wrong with that. It is football weather, though, here. It's beautiful. We also have Hot Rod on the injury list today. He is out of the game. We have a veteran kicker. He's been here in Indy before. Michael Badgley, he is back. He was here in 2018. Vinny's understudy, so maybe some field goals with the window open here for him could be a test for that.
The most important stat of the day, Colts 12-10 when the window and roof are open. So obviously, you're looking at a toss-up game there. Davis Mills, rookie quarterback for the Texans, he lit up the Patriots. The Texans, just like the Colts, really kicked the game late in Week 5 this past week. So we shall see. I know everyone in Colts Nation is saying one thing, and that is must win.
Yeah, must win. They've been on the road for a month. This is a great time for the Colts to get their feet back under them with the sun shining here in central Indiana. Beautiful day for football.
Double-digit favorite at Lucas Oil Stadium for Week 6. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you,
That
Charlie.
roof open. Oh,
and
yeah.
Olivia.
All the vibes.
10's a big number. 10's a big number. And you got to remember, the Colts have a new kicker this week, Michael Badgley. He's got one of the great nicknames of all time. He's the Money Badger. The Money Badger.
That's
Michael
amazing.
Badgley kicked at the U. Played a little bit with the Chargers. The Colts did try out a couple different kickers this past week, and we've got one of them here right now, Bjorn Bjornsson, wearing 00.
Do not bring up the thing. I tell you right now, I'm from Sweden. I've lived in many countries. And I will share with you, I should be kicker. Michael Flatley, the guy from
Michael Badgley.
The guy from the dancing and the Irish and all that. He dances, but I kick
That's Michael
the ball.
Flatley.
Oh my God, yes, I got them mixed up. I tell you right now, I am one of the greatest kickers in Swedish soccer history. I should be the thing. I wear 00 for a reason. You know
Why is that?
That was how many chances we had to actually make a kick last week. That was the percentage.
Oh.
That was the percentage that John Gruden has of coming back to the NFL.
Oh,
He loses
well.
the accent, but
Going
in and out.
That's the percentage of me nailing this accent. I don't know what. If you're offended by this accent, tell me what country it's from, because I have no idea.
Our producer was in her ear yelling, wrap up the accent, wrap up the accent.
Wrap it up, big
Tell her I should be kicker and producer.
Well, I'm going to be picking this game coming up in my Mick pick, so I can't wait for that. How do you guys feel, though?
10's a big number,
Yeah.
but the Texans stink, right? This is the kind of breakdown you can only get on all Indiana bets. The
right.
Texans stink. Now, if you are too scared to bet this game with that big spread, there are other ways that you can bet this game, and we'll take a look at a prop bet here.
Yeah.
This is one that I like. Carson Wentz, over or under 20.5 completions. I am going to go over on this one because what we've seen with Carson Wentz is that he's been the only thing good with this Indianapolis Colts team this year. The Colts team has failed Carson Wentz. And with 20.5, remember, little dink and dunk passes out of the backfield, little flares to Jonathan Taylor and Nyheim Hines, those count as completions. 20.5 is not a big number against a bad defense. We're going to ride the lightning here, kids. Put some of your hard-earned money down. $20 pays out around, not quite double your money, but around $37, $38 here. Over 20.5 completions for Carson Wentz today.
Okay. Now you guys had a little challenge.
Oh, come on.
And
We
it's time
don't
to
have time
pay
for
up.
this.
Yes, we certainly do. I like because I'm not really involved in this.
Don't we have to go to break?
No, we're gonna. You want to do a little flashback so you can
No,
remember?
not at
I
all.
haven't lost a challenge yet on this show.
Not at all. I don't want to do a
Time,
flashback,
eventually. Go
Mackenzie, to
ahead.
be honest with you.
Hammer has to pay off his debt to Mr. Scott Long.
Yeah.
Why don't you explain what happened? Or better yet, you just want to take a look.
Let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look.
Here's pro-science. Here's anti-science. We should have a bet. I am on the Bills. You are on the Chiefs. We are going to do some kind of glamour shot.
I love it.
That we will be showing next week
Deal.
on the
Okay,
NFL
this
show.
is
Deal.
deal. I
Glamour
mean-
shot challenge is on like Donkey Kong.
Like Donkey Kong. That's right. Okay, so glamour shots. I have not seen these because I wanted to see them for the first time with all of you.
All right, so I am a man that pays off my debts when I lose.
true.
Mackenzie, when you see this picture, I'm not going to lie. You're going to probably want to get some separation because I look so good, you're just going to want to jump on top here. Take a look at this. Look at that beautiful, beautiful
Wow,
man right there.
My eyes, the gorgeousness popping.
Popping the
screen.
jean jacket,
Woo!
popping the jacket, looking off in the distance like I see a barn on fire. That's a good looking man.
What was your motivation? Yeah, look at this gaze. That was very nice.
It kind of looks like the cover of the 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like if you see Steve Carell on the cover of that, kind of just looking off in the distance, that's what I was going for there.
You are a stunning woman, I will say.
Now, I was all prepared just in case I lost. Peggy, the producer, There we go. There was a photo from me.
Wow.
This was like a real glamour shot you took
See,
back
that's
in the
real.
day.
That's
was-
real. That's worse than mine because that's real.
Wow.
I think I was like 19. I think I was going for some kind of John Cusack thing right there. Maybe.
Where's your boombox?
I
love
needed
it.
a boombox because
Yes.
I should have gotten some money from the National Tweed Companies.
Scott Cusack, ladies and gentlemen.
Good.
Wow.
I am impressed. You guys, I mean, I know I work with beauty every day, but this is like next level. Next level. All right, you want to get to the Browns?
Yeah, let's do the Browns.
All right.
Let's make some money today, because that's
All right.
really what this show is really all about. The Browns and the Cardinals, we each got a little something going on in this game. What do you like first, Scott?
I'm really kind of on the Browns in this situation. I don't know. I know Arizona has been super hot. There's a situation with weather for the first time all year. The wind is going to be 20 to 25 miles an hour in Cleveland. So I think this is the game where the Cleveland defense steps up. They kind of let me down last week. I'm going to take another swing at the Browns. It's time for the Cardinals to put an L in the losing. I can't even think right now. This is shirt, Bjorn.
Come on, Bjorn, get your act together. Step it up, Bjorn. We got money to make here. All right, as a weather nerd, and you
Yes.
guys know this,
Yes.
I am a complete weather nerd. I
He
went to
actually
Ball State
asked
to
if
do
he
that.
can fill in here at Wish TV for our weather once in a while. Maybe
Right.
we'll let you one day because you love it so much.
And they told me not a snowball's chance and you know where.
That's right.
But that's originally what I went to school for. And here's what I found out. Anytime you think the weather is going to be a major factor in a game, it never really pans out the way that you want it to. Trust me, I'm a gambling degenerate and a weather nerd, and I've lost many a bet this way. That's why I'm taking the over in this one today. The Cardinals and the Browns, I got two good quarterbacks. I've got good receivers. I've got playmakers all over the board here. And when you look at some of the totals that the Browns have put up and the Cardinals have put up, I don't think this over-under is really that far fetched here. So we're going to ride the lightning. That's my term. We're going to hop on that lightning bolt, and we're going to ride it right to the bank. We're going over in the Cardinals and Browns today. That is my first official pick of this ball game, of this day.
Yes, let's ride it. And let's take a little ride over to the bar coming up, we promise. And we're following through. We have a live bartender in studio, Jordan Ward, bar manager from Prime 47. He's going to help us celebrate Elijah Wood Old Fashioned Week. Don't go anywhere. It's next.
On the Rocks is brought to you by Elijah Craig Small Batch Bourbon.
It's absolutely like an incredible thing. We've made it 17 minutes into the show, and now we've hit the bar. Jordan
Let's go.
Ward, joining us
Let's
now,
go.
Bar manager, Prime 47. Thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
We are so excited for Old Fashioned Week. But there's not just one way to make Old Fashioned.
No, there are dozens and dozens of ways to make an old fashioned.
Okay.
What we're going to do today is what most of us associate with an old fashioned, the
All
muddled
right.
orange and cherry, that
love
gained popularity in like 1861 in the Pendennis Club in Louisville.
Wow. And
Scott, you were about that age, right? You were around there, right?
Scott's like, I remember, let's hand
But-
some, because these are
Cheap
pre-made.
shot. Cheap
and
shot.
so I'm
That's
like-
true.
I feel like the boys need a little extra pep in their step. And then let's make one together, because I want to impress my guests, Jordan, when they
Okay.
come over, okay?
So-
And I know we have some new viewers watching today.
this is so good.
Oh, yes, okay. So
I don't screw around.
No, right. Like, just putting this into my mouth, this is like if you tasted a baby angel, this is what it would be like right here.
Well, I'm
It's like
scared
biting into a baby angel.
when he starts to bit like that, I'm scared what's coming out next.
And this is so true about what you said and where the origin is, because
Yeah.
normally I call it Louisville or Louisville, but
Louisville.
now I'm
Louisville.
calling it Louisville just
Louisville.
from the taste of this drink.
All right, so where do we go? Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
What I've done is I've already put cherries and an orange slice in the glass.
Yes.
Do yourself a favor if you're doing these at home. Use the expensive cherries.
Go for it.
The
Splurge.
Luxardo cherries.
Even if you have to steal them from
worth
your
the
local
money.
store, get
I
the expensive
don't condone stealing, but I mean,
That's all hammer.
and neither does Prime 47 caramel, by the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the old fashioned is a cocktail. So cocktail is defined as spirit, sugar, and bitters.
It's like our show.
Yes.
Three of us.
Right.
Sugar, bitter.
So
This one's the bitter one.
what I'm going to need you. This is simple syrup.
Okay.
This is it's basically sugar water. So you want to give that
Okay.
a light squeeze.
A light squeeze.
It's a light
we're
squeeze,
going to do a half
Mackenzie.
ounce.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Look at that.
squeeze
Look
it
at that.
He
No
said,
pressure.
He said go a little harder.
Please.
I mean, we
That's
just
good.
met.
That's
I
good.
don't know. Okay.
We're going to get fired.
And dump that in.
Nice.
Next,
Okay.
we're going to use the Angostura aromatic bitters.
All right.
You're going to turn that over. 3 hard dashes in there.
3 hard ones?
3 hard
Come
ones.
on.
Let's do
Bam,
it.
bam,
One,
bam.
bam.
There
All
it
right.
is.
That's
Yep.
perfect.
That was kind of fun. All right, here we go.
So now you're going to muddle.
Oh, I
And
love, you know I
Muddle,
love.
baby,
I also
muddle,
love
baby,
a
muddle,
good
baby,
skinny
muddle.
mojito, so I'm a big fan of muddling.
There you go.
Let's do this.
So just do a couple
Okay.
presses on there. Just kind of.
Oh, can I get messy? You probably don't want to get that
slow.
messy with
You're
it.
dressed much nicer than I am.
Okay, I like that.
Faster.
All right.
Okay, faster. I like a good muddle. All right, nice.
Stop
All
laughing,
right, we're
Scott.
good.
I'm just.
We're going to put that back in here. I'm going to ice this down.
There's no muddling at our house. I've never even seen it. I didn't even know the term. So
When you've been married as long as we have, Scott, the muddling
Okay.
stopped a long time ago.
that's it.
This old fashioned we're going to be making with Elijah Craig straight rye.
Ooh,
Brand
okay.
new.
Ooh.
I like a rye old fashioned. Rye is typically a spicier spirit than
Yeah.
bourbon. If you think about the bread, rye grain is, or rye is spicier bread. Than,
Got a little, we like a little spice. Okay.
This is
so
awesome.
you're going to turn
Okay.
this over
All right.
and fill that all the way to the top.
All the way to the top.
All the way to the top.
All right.
Fill
How
it up,
many
fill
of
it
these
up.
would you say on average a night you make?
We do a lot. We have done all the way to the top.
All the oh, he's
Don't-
like
Keep
don't,
going.
Don't short
sister.
yourself.
I'm
Come
not
on now.
skipping. All right, here we
There you
go.
go. Dump that in.
Woo! I'm messy with it, but it's gonna.
Do you guys have a
it's gonna
kids
taste
menu
good.
at Prime 47? Just so I know.
We have a kids old fashioned, but it's not.
We have the right bartender here today.
You're going to fit right in, my friend.
Cheers to that.
It's a mocktail. It's a mocktail. Okay.
47 does not condone children drinking.
No.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is give it a quick stir.
All right.
Because water is very important to a cocktail.
Yes.
It's time to taste your creation.
Oh, cheers! Hey,
Cheers.
cheers to that. Give me a little.
Cheers,
something.
everybody.
I mean, hands
And cheers
down
to
in
some winners today.
Yes. Oh, this is so cool.
Wow. This is really good. How come you guys never say that my drinks are this
I make
good
a
when I've
really-
been making them in the
I
back?
know. We usually have the bozo behind the bar
and-
making our stuff. Oh, hey,
Okay.
Hammer. No, but this is delicious.
This
Well,
is
I make a strong
fantastic.
one.
You know what else is fantastic?
Yes.
Making some dollar
Yeah.
bills, y'all.
That's
And that's
right.
what this show is about. And I turn my attention to what I think is the game of the day here. The Chargers and the Ravens. I'm getting points. And yes, I think I have a better quarterback. You want to tweet at me, that's fine, at Jason Allen Hammer. But right now, I think the Chargers have the best quarterback in the AFC in Justin Herbert. Right now, he's better than Patrick Mahomes. I think he's better than Josh Allen. And I'm getting points. I'm going to take this. And when you think about the Ravens, it took a miracle for them to beat the Lions. It was an amazing comeback for them to beat the Colts. The Chargers, substantially better than the Colts and the Lions. I'm getting points. I'm going to get this every single time. 2.5. Let's go. I got the Chargers.
Hey, cheers to that. All right, what do you think, Scott?
Everything that Hammer said is wrong.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm not even going to give any reasons. I don't even want to waste my time with it. Just take the Ravens. You saw what the Ravens will do. They're not going to wait till the fourth quarter this week. I'd like to just give my little bit of time to this segment in saying support your bartenders,
Yes.
Yes.
and everyone else and servers.
Absolutely.
And in this whole thing, what we're doing with Old Fashioned Week, do we know what is going to happen with that? I think we're going to be, there's some, we're going to try to raise awareness, maybe some money.
Absolutely.
So consider that as well. I should be more detailed. The game, just go to the bank with my picks on this one, and we'll have to set up another challenge on this
Yeah,
one.
we'll figure
Yes.
something out. We'll figure something out.
Oldfashionedweek.com is the spot. We're going to make some more goodness with Jordan coming up. But first, coming up next, Scott, your favorite segment. It's Long Shot with Scott
The Long
Caesar
Shot.
Sportsbook Long Shot. Don't go anywhere.
All Indiana Bets, presented for the people, powered by Caesar Sportsbook. The Long Shot, presented for the people by Caesar Sportsbook.
Look at that. Caesar Sportsbook continually sponsoring my segment. And this feels like a degenerate pick this here. You got the Lions, you have the Bengals. The Bengals have been good. I will give you that. But the Bengals are 3.5-point favorites. They're 2-17-1 on the road, straight up. That means that they have to win this game to even come close to that. They're not. Maybe they'll win by 3. That's possible. But I like the Lions. They keep fighting every week. They are not going to go 0-17 as Hammer and I talked. Take the Lions plus 3.5. That hook is a friend of yours.
I like that one. I like that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put that pick into our ballin' on a budget today.
Oh, we love this because we're always
Thanks.
balling, but a lot of us, we want to ball on a budget. So show us how it's done.
People got bills to pay. Sometimes you can't always put $100 on a game. So even if you have $5, you can have a little fun today. $5 to win around a little bit over $60 here.
That's cool.
So
Yeah.
I got the Chiefs on the money line. This is a great spot for the Chiefs, a bounce back week on the road at Washington. This is not the right time to face a Chiefs team who a lot of people are fading already, which is ridiculous. I like the Lions getting 3.5. I think that hook is big. I like the Broncos on the money line. Raiders come in, a lot of drama involving the coach. It's been a rough week. And Teddy covers, Teddy Bridgewater. Patriots getting 3.5. The Cowboys come in. I like the Patriots in this spot at home, and that hook is in play. And we're going to go under 51 in this Chargers and Baltimore game. I do think this is going to be close. I'm on the Chargers side, Scott's on the Baltimore side, but under 51 is where I'm going. And again, just $5. This is your equivalent to the scratch-off lottery ticket. You buy it low, you could win high. Best of luck, everybody.
We love that. Buy low, score high. All right, hey, cheers to that. You know what's coming up next.
These are really good,
These
by
are
the way.
really good.
Can we have a bartender every week?
We're not even halfway through the show. That's how it rolls. Anything could happen. We're happy you're here. Coming up, we have the Larceny Lock. You don't want to miss out. It's up next.
The Larceny Lock is brought to you by Larceny Bourbon. Steal a taste.
Seriously, no one else we'd rather be spending our Sunday with. Now time for the Larceny Lock. Cameron, what you got?
This is a game that I jumped on Tuesday because I like the line so much. It's since jumped up substantially, and I'm still in. So on Tuesday, the Packers were a 4.5-point favorite over the Justin Fields-led Chicago Bears. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm looking at quarterbacks, I got Aaron Rodgers over here, Justin Fields over here. Yeah, I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. The line has gone up to 6. I still don't think that's enough. I wouldn't go higher than 6. If it goes to 6.5 or 7, avoid it like the plague. But if you can get it at 6, take Green Bay. Justin Fields, I think he will be good eventually. He's going to figure it out eventually once he gets some proper coaching and some experience. But I don't think against Aaron Rodgers, who has a history of just destroying the Chicago Bears, today's not the day. Let's go Green Bay -6 today. Scott?
I have to tell you that the game that jumped out at me right away, and it's a double bonus game this week, and that is, why I say that is the Bills -5, best team in the NFL. You learned that the hard way with the glamour shot. They're playing the Titans.
At least I didn't have one on file already.
No.
You guys are both beautiful
I
blondes, I
only
might
have,
add.
I think I only have one, but so 13-3 against the spread. The last 16 games are the Bills. Tennessee's been good against the spread in these situations too. I would just share that this is not only a double bonus because the Bills are the best team in football, but as a Colts fan, if you are a Colts fan watching this, most of you are, the Titans have to lose this game.
Yes.
I mean, this is a game that the Colts have any chance of winning the South, and that's the only way they're going to make the playoffs, is to do that. So it's a double bonus. Bills' best team in football. Titans have really been lucky so far this year as far as I look at it. And the Bills take them -5.5. I think you've got something on the AFC South, though.
Well, you bring up winning the division here. Let's
Yeah.
take a look at some of the numbers. The AFC South odds updated. So the Titans, by far and away, -500, which means your $25 bet only pays out around $30. Not a lot of value right there.
Right.
Vegas is all in on the Titans. But the Colts, even though they're 1-4, plus 325, which means your $25 bet pays out around $106. Now, the reason I'm being optimistic, not being a homer, but optimistic, is the upcoming schedule. So the Colts, you've got the Texans. You've got a pretty tough road game at San Francisco, but they've got quarterback issues.
Yeah.
The Titans coming into your house where you can control your own destiny. And then you've got some very winnable games. You've got the Jags, you've got the Jets, games that you have to win. Meanwhile, the Titans, they've got the best team in the AFC in Buffalo on Monday night. The Chiefs, even though they're down, the Chiefs are really good. Then they've got the Colts, which is on the road, at the Rams, which just a couple weeks ago, everybody was all in on being the best team in the league, and then the Saints. So the schedule favors the Colts over the next 5 weeks.
Yeah.
If the Colts can take care of business, you got a shot to win this division, even though you're 1-4 right now. So if you want to, jump in and get a good bid on the Indianapolis Colts to win the AFC South. The odds will never be better than they are right now, and the schedule is in your favor.
You got to strike while the iron's hot.
And I
Right.
sensed that Mackenzie was a little upset when she heard that you said the 49ers have quarterback issues.
What? What?
Because that is her guy,
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. But
Jimmy G's been banged up a little bit.
Oh,
Trey Lance has been banged up just a little bit.
I have a nurse outfit. It's fine. We'll make it happen.
I'm sorry, what was that?
On that note, hey, coming up Friday, we spoke to our wise guy, Ryan Kramer. Don't want to miss what he has to say. It's next.
Thanks, Scott, and happy week 6. Boy, week 5, first time I've ever seen a team carry the other team into the end zone, but hey, that's the NFL. Let's head over to week 6, where first up, we have the Bengals heading to Detroit in a sleepy non-conference road spot where the Lions are coming off an emotional loss. Dan Campbell crying. This team is desperate. They are going to put out maximum effort. Meanwhile, the Bengals, tough overtime loss. Ravens on deck. I expect them to let down a little bit in this spot. I think it's going to be played to a close game. We've seen the Lions do that all year. So let's take the 3.5. Next up, Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears. Bottom line, this line opened ridiculously short at 4. It's being bet up, and I would play this all the way up to 7. Aaron Rodgers beats the Bears. Aaron Rodgers covers against the Bears. In this spot where we saw the Bears look reasonable last week because of what was going on with the Raiders, I throw out that result. I expect Justin Fields to have a poor game. I expect this defense to look a little bit more human against Aaron Rodgers. So like I said, I would bet this up to -7. Packers roll. Best of luck this weekend, Scott.
All right, thanks, Rye Guy.
This segment right. Prop, lock, or drop it. There's
Like
a
this
famous song. I know you've danced
Prop,
to it like
lock,
a
or
million
drop.
times in these
Yes.
clubs in Miami and Paris and wherever you go. Prop, lock, or drop it. It's not that hard.
I don't know the song.
Oh, it's a good
Sorry,
song.
I'll admit it.
It's by Huey. All right, so we're going to get into this.
Huey Lewis, awesome.
Not,
No?
the best part about this is the way that you present these prop bets.
Yes.
I ask for emails. I'm like, dude, just text them to me. But no.
So I did not do this sitting on the can this morning.
Okay, good.
This is the first week.
I asked you
Thank
not to
you.
do that.
I did this last night when I went out a little bit. I actually had a rare Saturday night off.
That's nice.
Didn't have to
Okay.
do anything. Went out a little bit, wrote these down at the bar.
This is so official. Is this a bar napkin in here?
Don't worry about it.
I don't even want to know what goes
Come
down.
on, let's go.
Okay,
I hope that was a sponsor.
All right,
Prime
here we go.
47,
All
Barnab.
right, this is the official. Okay, so we're talking prop bets. Let's do
Right.
this. Okay, so the first one, we got Chargers QB, Justin Herbert, over or under 1.5 touchdown passes.
You know me, I love this pick. I'm
Yeah.
over. I am the card-carrying member of the Herbert fan club here. I love what he's doing. He's playing at an MVP level right now. 1.5 touchdowns doesn't feel like a lot. They're going to have to put some points up. The Colts put a big number up on the Ravens. I think the Chargers can as well. I'm going over 1.5 touchdowns. Lock that in.
Okay, he's locking it in. Locking it in. Thumbs down from Scott, but
I
we
don't
roll
like
on.
that. I'm on the
All right.
Ravens.
Go to the
ahead.
bank.
Let's go on to Chiefs QB. We got Patrick Mahomes. We have over or under 17.5 rushing yards.
17.5 rushing yards
Yeah.
on this game. I am going to drop this one. I'm not picking this game because I don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to have to run the ball a lot. This is a bounce back game for the Chiefs. This is the game where they can get right. I think they put up a pretty good number today, and I don't think he's going to have to run a lot. But the reason I'm dropping it, instead of just taking the under, what you run into with quarterbacks is at the end of the half and end of the games. If you're ahead, you take that knee. You drop back, you take a knee, and that
Winning
can
formation,
beat you.
victory formation,
Exactly.
right there. That can kill.
And that's
Over,
negative
under.
rushing yards.
Oh.
And with a number this low, that's why I'm dropping this one.
Okay.
Okay, drop it. All right, let's get to this one. Cowboys wide receiver. We got CeeDee Lamb. Lamb, anytime touchdown. Okay, so 20 wins, $43.
Yes, I like this. CeeDee Lamb's developed a pretty good chemistry with the Cowboys offense here. And I do think the Patriots getting 3.5 is something that I would consider hitching my wagon to. But if I'm Dak Prescott, you've got a lot of weapons to work with, but CeeDee Lamb has developed a great rapport. Anytime touchdown basically doubles your money. It doesn't have to be the first. It doesn't have to be the last. Just get him in the end zone. I think this is worth a look here. I'll take this one. I'll lock it.
I love it. CeeDee Lamb, what a boss name, too. All right, you guys want to talk Rams?
Let's talk Rams.
Let's talk Rams.
Rams and Giants. We said earlier, the Rams just a couple weeks ago were the NFL's darlings, right? And then they ran into a tough little situation where they kind of got their doors blown off. But they're still really good. Matthew Stafford is the perfect fit for this offense, and this is a Giant squad that's banged up. No Saquon Barkley. Their quarterback, Danny Dimes, is coming back. Daniel Jones today, but I do think he is playing banged up. And even if he were healthy, I don't think without Saquon Barkley, as beat up as they are, even at home, the Giants have the firepower to keep up with the Rams here. I'll lay the 7.5. That half gets me a little squirrely, but I'll lay it in this case because I think the Rams are just so much better offensively that they cover this one late.
All right. Thank you very much for that. You want this back, by the way? No? All right, coming up next.
Smells like tequila.
Bill does. Bill Downs and the Indiana Grand Run for the money is up next.
Run for the money. Brought to you by Indiana Grand Racing and Casino.
Indiana Grand Track announcer Bill Downs with you. NFL Week 6 is upon us, and I got myself a pretty good matchup to go over in the Los Angeles Chargers at the Baltimore Ravens. Last time I checked on the Caesars Sportsbook app, the Ravens were favored by 2.5 points. And, of course, you're a Colts fan, you know about the Ravens. The Ravens beat the Colts on Monday Night Football. Big come from behind, a victory where they won in overtime. Jackson threw for 442 yards. Everyone's talking about him being an MVP candidate, but the Chargers have got a pretty good quarterback in their own right, and Justin Herbert. He's got 13 touchdowns and 3 interceptions on the young season, and he's got Austin Eckler, a do-everything running back, Keenan Allen, one of the better receivers in the league, and so I think it's a well-balanced offense for the Chargers. Now, the Chargers do have to travel from the West Coast to the East Coast, which is sometimes very difficult, but they got one more day rest than the Ravens, who had to play on Monday Night Football. So in this game, I do like the Chargers. I'll give me the points, 2.5 points, and the Los Angeles Chargers as my NFL pick of the week. Before I let you go, don't forget to check out the new Caesars Sportsbook app, where you can win your up to $5,000 on your first bet, risk-free. Now back to Mackenzie, the Hammer, and Scott.
All righty, thank you, Bill. I like the Chargers pick a great deal. I'm in with you. Another game I'm in on is the Steelers and Seahawks. This is the night game tonight. It was a lot better a couple of weeks ago when you thought Russell Wilson was going to be the quarterback. But tonight, the resurrection of Geno Smith's career. And what's crazy to me is that this line has gone down over the last 24 hours. This was at 6, and then all of a sudden the Geno Smith money came in and lowered the line a little bit. I don't understand that. Steelers at home against the guy that a lot of people didn't even know was still in the league, and Geno Smith, the pride of West Virginia. I will lay the points here. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers at home, at night, under the lights. We're fading Geno Smith.
Ooh, a little fade action. Scott, what do you think?
I think this is the first time I've ever been jealous of Jason's pick, because the Hammer has got the better pick of the two right here. I'm just telling you right now, when that number went down to 5, I didn't know that. I prefer that pick because that was my other pick between these two. I'll tell you why I like the Panthers. The Vikings stink.
That's why.
No, the Vikings stink against the spread. The Panthers are a good team, but boy, without McCaffrey and some things like that, I'm not sold totally on Sam Darnold. I would just say, if you're going to bet one of those two, I'm on Jason. My record's got to reflect this one, but I agree with Jason.
Oh, wow.
Even more.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
I don't know how to handle it. You guys are nice to me. I don't.
This is
Normally,
a
Mackenzie's giving me all kinds of crap,
right.
incredible amounts of crap. Scott just bash
I
me
didn't
all the
tell you
time.
you smell like garbage today.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I'm
Thank
being
you.
really nice today. All right, hey, we're getting lots of good feedback, and I love it. Coming in hot from Tim, a viewer. He's loving the show. This is just like a party. He likes my hair today. Thank you very much. And he loves the vibe of the show.
Did he like my
He said,
bald
"I'm
spot that we
addicted."
saw earlier? Did he like that aerial spot of my big bald spot we saw earlier?
Let's back with that tip. All right, hey, when we do come back, we get our recaps, my Mick pick, and we're headed back to the bar for another old fashioned.
All Indiana Bets is presented by Lunazul Tequila. Feed the wolf.
Glad you're here as always. I'm going to be giving you a winning pick in just a moment, but first, we're going to hear recaps from these jackals. What you guys
Whoa! Whoa!
That's a fact, actually.
Wow!
Love
See,
you.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, nobody takes more abuse on this show than I am. Fine. You know what? We're going to make so much money today, it's going to hurt people's feelings. And this is how we're going to do it. Unlike my friend here, we're going to take the Chargers. Probably down to 2.5 at most sports books. If you got it at 3, good for you. But I like the Chargers. Don't be afraid to sprinkle a little money line on the LA Chargers. I always want to say San Diego. We've got Arizona, Cleveland, over 49. We keep hearing about the weather. We keep hearing about how this is going to be a close game. I don't care. I just need over 49. I got too many playmakers on the field not to hit that over. We've also got the Packers. If you got this at 4.5 earlier in the week, give yourself a slow golf clap. It's up to 6 now, but I got it at 4.5 earlier in the week. I'd still play it at 6. I've got a quarterback matchup of Aaron Rodgers and Justin Fields. It's Aaron Rodgers. He owns the Bears. We're taking the Packers. The Rams, -7.5. If you waited on this game, give yourself a golf clap. This was at double digits earlier in the week when we didn't know who the quarterback of the Giants was going to be. Now we know that Danny Dimes is back. I don't think it makes that big of a difference. Rams, you can get them at a lower number, do it 7.5. And the Steelers, 5.5. I can't believe this went down from 6. The Geno Smith money blows my mind. Take the Steelers -5.5 tonight.
I like the Steelers. Let's hit that. Hammer had a minute to do. That was a minute 35. He said he'd be in line. You know what? Just DVR this show right now. Take a photo of my picks. There's the Lions. Keep scrolling. Let's go fast. Panthers. You don't have to need facts with me. You just know I'm going to win for you. Ravens, right there.
Confidence. No confidence. None.
Keep going, please. Browns, that's the right side, and the Bills are the right side. Let's go on and get a new drink.
Now we can agree on something. That's something we can agree on.
Ah, yes, okay. I love it. All right, now for the Mick pick. Now this is one that's really going to
Yes.
make you money. I'm going to take the Colts. I'm taking Colts -10. As you know, I'm an optimistic person, but I'm also really into analytics. Texans stink. Now, when they're the underdog, Texans, they've lost the last 16 games when they were underdogs by at least a touchdown. So I'm going to lay the 10. I'm taking the Colts, taking our home team. Go boys in blue. And that's where it's at. We'll be right back.
On the Rocks is brought to you by Elijah Craig Small Batch Bourbon.
I thought this dress was pretty. These guys say I look like the Kool-Aid dude.
No.
Hey,
I
Kool-Aid.
know that emoji.
Do you ever make any drinks, Jordan, with Kool-Aid? I don't know if that's something they do there.
Jordan Ward.
For some reason, we're thinking about the Kool-Aid Man today.
I do enjoy a good Elijah Craig and Tang.
Yes.
There we go.
All right.
Nice.
And now he's like, bring it on home. Okay, so what are we making now?
Okay, so what I'm doing now, we talked about there being a lot of different versions of the old fashioned.
Yes.
My favorite is just stirred, not muddled. So I just did the same thing
No
you did
muddling.
earlier with the
Okay.
1/2 ounce of simple syrup, 3 dashes of bitters, 2 ounces of we're using
This
Elijah
is
Craig
so
bourbon.
good,
I
by
love
the
it.
way.
I love it.
Like, I'm a man that drinks a
And
lot, and this
we're
is
just gonna-
so good.
No, you are? Everyone's shocked
How
right
is
now.
this
Okay,
not the
that's-
greatest show ever,
that's-
by the way?
This
We
is-
have a
this is how
professional
fast-
bartender who's not allowed to even talk, even though he
No.
has great ideas.
I do have great ideas.
Where can people get one of these awesome bad boys at?
You can get them at Prime 47.
Okay, we
at
love
Carmel
that.
at Clay Terrace.
Yes,
and
that's the spot.
just wanted to point out that for every old fashioned that you go out and you drink, take a picture of it, put it on Instagram. Elijah Craig will donate to the Restaurant Workers
Yeah, see, that's what I was trying
Community
to say.
Foundation.
I needed notes.
That's what we're trying to
So-
do.
If you go in and say Mackenzie sent me, they'll make it a little stronger for you.
That's right.
Yeah, we like that. Oldfashionedweek.com
So-
is the spot also.
Oh, by the way, Jacksonville wins, Jacksonville covers in the early morning game today.
Now-
So for you Jags bettors, you're already off to a winning day.
Mama's going to buy some new shoes.
All right, so I'm going to make a pitcher of Old Fashions. This will do about 12 Old Fashions.
Ooh,
Okay.
This is easy.
Perfect.
We'll take that on the way home.
Bottle of Elijah Craig bourbon.
Can I get that to go? Kickoff coming up next. May the odds be ever in your favor. We'll talk to you next Saturday.
I just won the Indy 500.
We've gone off the rails.